Yeah, so it's a nice wet cold summer day in the UK, and it's time to do that really crappy job, which is wire brushing, the rust treatment, and then I won't be doing it today, but then I'll have to underseal the car. But yeah, just today it's going to be lots of line on my back under the front of the car, wire brushing, and crusting the older rust. So it's got to be done, isn't it? But this is the bit I've been dreading. When I was taking the cover off underneath, I noticed a wet patch right in the corner of the radiator. It didn't really smell like the coolant. I managed to see a little drip coming off and it's bright green, so a bit of Googling later, and I think aircon fluid is bright green. I don't really know much about aircon fluid, but so it's not really something I can replace myself, because I suppose you have to have someone depressurize the system. But it looks like it's been leaking for a long time, because it's pretty rusty, the bit where it's been dripping, which is annoying. Right, stage one of the shit jobs is done. The brushing and wire brushing. I did the underside first, and then I did the two wheel arches. Just disconnected this little brake pipe bracket so I can get underneath that. So those of you who watched the rear end refurb will know that I left the shocks in place, because I will be getting coilover, so when I do that I can underseal any bits that I've missed up the top there. I might just do, I've wire brushed this, so I might just give it a quick coat of paint just to make it look nice for the couple of months that it's still going to be there. So there's no point me taking the bumper off now and treating the bits I can see, because I'll have to do it again when I've got the aircon fixed. So I'm going to do everything else, and then I'll get the aircon fixed, and I'll get the front bumper off and rust treat that and underseal and paint any bits in there as well. God damn, am I sick of doing that. It's such a horrible job. Fed up with getting bloody crust in my eyes and my face, and just generally tipping it on myself. It's such a horrible job. I hate doing it. Anyway, I've finished, so I'll give you a little look. I'll probably just be pointing the camera blindly under the car, so hopefully it shows what I've done. It looks like a Smurf's thrown up on my car, doesn't it? So I shall leave that to dry. If I can find any enthusiasm tomorrow, I'll come out and do the undersealing and spray painting. Right, there's the first run through with the old underseal. Yeah, shit job, but not as bad as wire brushing and doing the old vapor rust, the crust stuff. That's me done for the day. We'll have a little look. I'll just probably just point the camera around and hopefully actually film what I'm intending to. So yeah, let's have a little look. So it's very much far from being perfect, as you can see, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? And maybe next time I'll take it somewhere and they can just keep, maybe every few years, just spray on a bit more just to top it up. So I've also been slowly spraying the hubs, sort of just doing a coat every couple of nights. I'll show you how they look. So I'm going to add the old anti-roll bar bushes, the PowerFlex bushes, into this episode. It was going to just be like cleaning the underside and undersealing it, but then that would have been a really short crap episode. It just would have been me gradually getting muckier and muckier and more pissed off. So yeah, let's add something else in there. So fingers crossed these bushes are going to be relatively simple. I've not done any research as usual, but I mean, touch wood, they look fairly straightforward, but we shall find out. Right, so as usual, it's very cramped under the car, so I apologise for the extreme close-ups. So right, I've taken that bracket there off, which was just 3 14mm bolts, which are that bolt, or should I say hole, that one there. So now you can see the existing rubber bush, and you can see the split as well, so you know which way around to put the other ones on, which is handy. So the other one is on its way off at the moment. That's the only, so this bolt you don't touch, this goes straight through the bracket. This one I'm just undoing now, and I can see the bar dropping as I undo that last bolt. So my only sort of question to myself at the moment is whether it will drop enough with those 2 brackets gone to be able to replace the bushes, because you've got this tray underneath, or bracket. We shall see. Rightio, so I had to take that other cover off, which is that one there in the middle. So that was, I think it's like 5 bolts and 1 nut. That was the one that was the nut. Just there. You can see, I'm just kind of looking around the corner of a bucket, so I think I'm pointing the right way. There's a mixture of bolts, lengths, so yeah, you just have to make sure you put them back in the right place. So I've just got the anti-roll bar resting on this bucket. So I think it's time to get these ones off and then whack the other ones on with a bit of lube, and then just do the reverse, I guess. Well, you can see these little bit at the bottom, which you use to locate it in the first little brackets it took off, which is handy. It's a good idea. So I've gone for putting the 2 outside brackets on first. It's easy enough, you can just hold the anti-roll bar up with one hand or with your elbow or something like that, and then just put a few bolts in on one side, then do the same on that side. Just put a few bolts in just to hold it in the right place, and then you can sort of gradually tighten them all up. Probably best to keep alternating which one you're tightening up. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, the PowerFlex bushes are in. The covers, or brackets, whatever you want to call them, are back on. And I think I've just ripped my trousers. So yeah, those are all back on. If I wasn't running out of time, I would have treated those 3 brackets and sprayed them while they're off, but unfortunately I'm running out of time. I need to get this car ready and back on the road ASAP. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but maybe I'll take them off another time and do the old rust treatment. So I thought I might as well grab a few shots of the undersealing, seeing as I'm lying under here again. Might try and touch up a few bits with some black spray paint, some of the bits that are a bit trickier to get to. You find with the smoother surfaces, the underseal or underseal doesn't really stick to it that well, so I'm going to just spray a bit of paint on. Put some on this beam as well. There's a few rust spots on this sort of structural beam that runs along the front. Yeah, just got every bit of the car's body that I can get to. I'll just try to paint. Luckily you've got a nice big fuel tank that you don't need to paint. So I probably need to apologise that this front end refurb isn't quite as extensive as the rear one. because I was planning on doing, I mean, one of the episodes would have been the drive shafts, but I think, like I've mentioned at some point along the way, the ones I've got are fine underneath the rubber dampers. So yeah, I've just put some, I can't remember what it was, but it was lithium, no, I think it was silicone grease, some waterproof silicone grease I put underneath them, and I've just put some Tiger Seal around either end of the damper, try and stop moisture getting in. So yeah, I won't be changing them. And also, what I'll probably do is I'll probably revisit this mini series in the future. Basically got a aircon leak right at the front, and it's sort of making a little bit of metal you've got in your bumper really rusty. So there's no point in me treating that at the moment, so I need to get that fixed. I'll probably get a professional to do that, because they need to drain the aircon out, release that. So yeah, at some point I'll probably take the front bumper off and do a bit more treatment, rust treatment and undersealing there. So thanks for watching this episode, guys. Bit of a weird one. Anti-roll bar bushes and undersealing. It's a bit of a strange combo. So as usual, thanks to Danny over at Dino Days for supporting the channel. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Chuck a little comment down below. Hit that notifications bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.